What else we got here? Candlestick to roll up. I can't remember what those are, but I don't think I did them the last time.
No, those are like the reverse burpees where you like roll on your back and then you come to stand.
No chance. Hello?
Would you be interested in maybe doing like some renegade rows instead, like just body weight?
I'll give that a try. Yeah. Hold on a second here. Son of a bitch. There we go. Okay. Geez, I'm really striking out today. Tuck jumps, not a chance.
Just trying to keep things diverse for you, tuck jumps.
I don't really care much about the diversity. It's more just getting moving, doing something.
So since maybe we'll just make that one kind of like a core circuit for you then. Like if you'll be doing the renegade rows instead of the candlestick roll up, like we'll do say 12 aside on the renegades. Okay. And then if you want to flip over, you could do like tuck ups or like V ups instead.
Oh yeah, we were doing those yesterday.
Yeah, how were those for you?
Yeah, that was fine. I can do that.
Okay, let's do those.
My gut gets in the way, but other than that, I can do them.
Yeah, well, we all got problems. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you're really sympathetic. I can tell.
I
know. Okay, those all seem to work.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and the sprawls are just like that modified burpee kind of thing, so those should be fine.
Yeah, that's sprawl. I won't bug you. I'll wait till we get there.
Okay, sounds good. Hello, everybody. I see everyone else has hopped on.
Hey, thank you.
I just came out of another session, so I'm going to run and pee super fast. I have 1 minute, and then we'll get started. I will mute myself for everyone's sake. All right, guys, we will get started. So I'll toss our warm-up up on the screen share real quick. If you haven't already had a peek at it, we'll run through that quickly and then we will get going. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody, by the way. Hope we all have something fun planned. So for warm-up, we have 10 total alternating curtsy squats. So you'll change sides every single time. Following that, 10 total arms overhead walking lunge. We're not going to walk. We're actually going to do a pushback or a forward lunge. And then finally, there are some broad jumps in there. If you do not have room for broad jumps, you can do jump squats, or if you're not jumping, there's air squats as kind of an alternative. We're just going to work through, I know it says 3 to 4 sets. We're only going to work through 3. So let's have a peek at all those movements real quick, just as a refresher. So our curtsy is stepping back and behind. Like I said, we're going to change sides every time. Following that, arms up overhead. We have our pushback or forward lunge, alternating every time, 10. And then broad jumps would ideally be like this. But if you do not have the space, just 5 jump squats or normal squats. Alrighty. So if you're feeling ready, do we have any questions? No? All right. We're going to hop in, starting with curtsies. 10 per side. No, 10 total. Don't listen to me. I promise I know what's happening. Sorry, I will, disclaimer in advance, I'm like madly scatterbrained today. There's a lot of work to be done. I'm trying to get my butt ready to leave for Fernie at 2. So yeah, I'm all over the place. We have arms overhead, push back or forward lunge. And then lastly, we have just 5. Broad jump. You can back pedal or turn around, or alternatively, jump squat or air squat. Just 5. Then we're gonna go back to our curtsy squats. Lunge, squat. I feel like it's the same. 10 total, please. Holy smokes, I did a 40-minute air time this morning. My legs are feeling it. Jeez. Next, arms overhead, forward or push back lunge, whatever you want to call it. Just 10 total. And then we're coming into broad jump or jump squat or air squat. I'm gonna just normal squat so I can catch my breath. Looking good, guys. We do have one final set of that. Just breathing, working at your own pace. No need to rush. We do have lots of time today. We'll be back to our curtsy, 10 total. Awesome, looking good, guys. And then yes, arms overhead, forward or push back lunge. And finally, those 5 broad jumps. I will throw our first circuit up on the screen share. So I see most of you are getting close to being done. Our third and final set of the circuit. Alrighty. So if you're just finishing up, that's fine. I'm going to start speaking to our first circuit. So we have 4 rounds, 3 different exercises. A few of them have tempo. Between the exercises, we are going to rest for 20 seconds. But after we finish our round, we have, you'll see 80 seconds, which is technically the full 20 seconds plus a minute. It's kind of how it's going to roll. So I have a little bit extra time there. So it is going to be 40 seconds worth of work, 20 seconds rest, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. So first exercise is going to be a cyclist air squat. If you have any dumbbells or a barbell that you want to add to this, feel free to in a goblet position or on your back. Remember, our cyclist squat is our narrow stance with heels elevated. So you will need something to pop your heels up, whether it's a book, smaller dumbbells, that sort of thing. We do have a tempo with it. It'll be 3 seconds on the way down, 3 second hold at the bottom before you do 3 seconds on the way up. It's a lot of tempo there. Second movement, if you do not have a slider, a book, or a towel, depending on the surface that you have, so it'd be like book on carpet or towel on hardwood, we have lateral lunges. So it is going to be 3 second eccentric. You'll hold 2 seconds when you get out there, and then a strong explosive drive back up to center. Because that one's a unilateral movement, I would do 20 seconds on one side and then switch 20 seconds on the other. Lastly, prisoner good mornings, no tempo on those. I will demo our exercises real fast, and then we'll get started. So like I said, narrow stance, heels elevated, It'll be 3 seconds down, you're gonna hold 3 seconds here, and then 3 seconds on the way up. Following that, I do have a slider in here. It's not gonna slide well on this. It'll be lateral lunge, 1, 2, 3, 2 seconds down, and then explosive on the way up. And then of course our prisoner good mornings. We have lots of practice in those, this lockdown. So maybe those guys. Alrighty. So you have any questions, holler at me. I think all of these movements were good. We didn't need any modifications or anything. So if you do, just let me know. I will have our timer up on our screen share the whole time, just so you guys know what's happening. Alrighty, so we're starting with our cyclist squat, 40 seconds worth of work, 3 seconds down, 3 seconds at the bottom, 3 seconds up. Getting started in 3, 2, and go. Slow and controlled. When we're sitting at the bottom, I want you to make sure you're staying active, which means we're not letting our pelvis tuck under. Our glutes are still working, tension through the quads. 3 seconds down, 3 second hold, and 3 seconds up. 10 seconds remaining here before we take a 20-second rest. And rest. Next up, we have our slider lateral lunge. If you do not have a slider or it's just not working, I would literally just step and do your lateral lunge every single time. We'll do 20 seconds one side, 20 seconds the other. In 5, 3, 2, and step or slide, 3 seconds down, 2 seconds hold, and back up. Remember, try and push up and out explosively. 5 more seconds before we switch sides. In 3, 2, other leg. It's a little bit harder to keep that tempo if you don't have something to slide with. That's okay. Just do your best. In 3, 2, we are resting. Next up will be prisoner good mornings. Can add a dumbbell in a goblet position or a larger loop band just behind the neck. Again, 40 seconds work here. It's moving in and out as quick as you can. No tempo. All right, guys, that's time. Sorry, it always gets hot in here. I just can't take it. If you are doing completely body weight, you don't have any dumbbells or anything, you can incorporate tempo here if you would like. In 10 seconds, we have our extended rest on the tail end of this round. In 3, 2, resting. So you can see there's a minute 20 on the timer. Grab a drink if you like. Make any adjustments to your setup. We've got some time. So while the circuit is tempo based and maybe not as crazy intense because it does have this extended rest, conserve your energy. If you haven't looked ahead already, we do have a good amount of conditioning coming up later on. But we only have 2 circuits today, so that's kind of nice. So like I said, I'm headed out to Fernie this afternoon. It's just one of those one-night excursions, little adventure. No, we are not skiing. I don't ski. Dan, I'm sure, wishes we were. But if anyone has any recommendations of what they like to do when they're in for me, please let me know. The restrictions quite aren't as strict as ours, so restaurants are still open, which is lovely. In 5 seconds, we're back to our cyclist squat in 3, 2, 3 seconds down, 3-second iso at the bottom, and 3 seconds up. Looking good, guys. Just keeping that solid tempo, nice and slow. I like to count Mississippis. Some say that's too long. Lots of tension, just over 10 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, and resting. Onto our lateral lunge. In 10 seconds. In 3, 2, stepping it out or sliding, 3 seconds down, 2-second hold. Just over 5 seconds on this side. In 3, 2, switching sides. Ten seconds remaining. In 3, 2, resting. We have our good mornings after this. If I didn't already say it, we're doing 4 rounds of this whole combo. In 3, 2, and go. Remember, no tempo unless you want some. Try and use your glutes and hamstrings to bring yourself back up. Remember, chest is not coming lower than parallel. Should be setting those hips backward. Nice neutral spine. Just over 10 seconds. In 3, 2, resting. We have 1:20. Just breathing, hanging out. Might feel like a lot of time right off the hop, but we'll get to the intense stuff, I promise. Still have about 30 seconds. In just over 10, we're back to our cyclist squats. In 5, 3, 2, and 3 seconds down, 3-second hold, and 3 seconds up. Awesome, everybody. Dang, when you pay attention to the timer, it really slows things down. We have about 15 seconds. Keep it up. In 3, 2, resting for 20. Sorry, someone wanted to join the party. Meaning my cat, not another participant. We have our lateral lunges coming up in about 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and go. Stepping to the side, 3 seconds down, 2-second hold. In about 5 seconds, we're going to switch sides. And switching. Have about 10 seconds. In 3, 2, resting. In 10, we will be back to our prisoner good mornings. In 3, 2, and go. Looking good, everybody. Keep it up. Just over 10 seconds. Nice neutral spine, tight lats. In 3, 2, resting. So this will be our last time for our extended rest. We do have one more set, and then we're going to move on. We are getting there. Oh my goodness, Stuart is texting me, and he is just like, wow. You guys know how he is. I'm just bugging. Just breathe in, hanging out, grab a drink if you need. Lots of time yet. In about 20 seconds, make sure you've got your setup ready for your cyclist squats, heels elevated. In 5 seconds, 3, 2, and go. I'm smiling because I started thinking about food. I didn't eat before today, you guys. I'm hungry. Very motivated by food. Good job keeping that tempo. 3 down, 3 hold, 3 up. In 10 seconds. And resting. In about 10 seconds, we're back to our lateral lunges. Sliders if you have. In 3, 2, 3 seconds out, 2-second hold. Try and drive explosively back in toward the midline. Just over 5 seconds. Hi, can we not tear apart the yoga mat? That would be great. And switching sides. In 5 seconds. resting. Lastly, we've got our prisoner good mornings. Holy smokes. Just breathing. In 5, 3, 2, and go. Remember, no tempo unless you want to incorporate it yourself. Could add in a 3-second eccentric, a 2-second concentric, wherever you're at. Still 20 seconds remaining here. Keep breathing. Lots of hamstring and glutes. Just over 5. In 3, 2, resting. All right, guys, so grab a drink, take a quick break. I'm gonna toss our second circuit up on the screen share and we will review it. So circuit number 2, outside looking in seems like a bit of a doozy. I think we're gonna be okay though. So we have 3 minutes. I know it says AMRAP. It's not technically, like, because AMRAP ordinarily would be like as many rounds as you can, right? Obviously in 3 minutes. That's not how it's gonna roll. So what we're gonna do is literally complete the 2 exercises in 3 minutes, and your remaining time is that second exercise. So we have 16 sprawls, which we'll go over, 16 prisoner tall to kneeling. And then once you've done both of those, you're doing as many burpees as you can in the remaining 3 minutes before you take a 2-minute rest. Second circuit is going to mirror that. We're going to do 3 rounds of the first combo, and then the second combo, same format, different exercises. We have 12 candlestick roll-ups, 18 tuck jumps, and then remaining time is sit-ups. Alrighty, so let's go over the movements real quick. Oh my God, I had a banana peel in here because, you know, I get hungry and he wants it real bad. So, like I said, the sprawls, it's literally just your less intense burpee. So just like that. Following that, the tall to kneeling, you guys know that one. It's going to be 16 total. Try and alternate sides if you can. And of course, classic burpee. You guys know that one as well. Hi, please don't destroy my computer setup. That would be lovely. He's a twerp. Alrighty, second one is the candlestick roll up. So if you remember, you're gonna roll onto your back and then come to stand. Tuck jumps, we all know. And then sit-ups, of course, pretty standard. Alrighty, any questions? If you need any mods, holler at me. Somebody who needed mods has already reached out. So if you do and you haven't talked to me, you let me know, okay? We'll have our timer going so you can kind of gauge how quickly you need to work, but ideally you're definitely getting through the 16 of the 2 exercises and into the burpees. So we're starting with the 16 sprawls. Yes, Tim, I will give you a reply in a hot minute. We're starting with 16 sprawls, and then we're going into 16 of our tall to kneeling. So Tim, on the tall to kneeling, instead of that, we're doing step-ups, and then burpees in remaining time. All right, guys, we're gonna get started in 3, 2, and go. So we have that less intense burpee for 16. I do want hip extension. So it's kind of that combination of no jump into high plank, 16 total. And then the tall to kneeling there is 16 total as well. Awesome, looking good, guys. Keep it up. Just breathing. We do have lots of time to work, so you just want to find a steady pace. Ideally, by like a minute and a half minimum, you're already on to the next exercise. Obviously, it's preferable if you're faster than that. And then tall to kneeling, of course. Hands are prisoner. If you want it to be a little bit more intense on those legs, you can do kneeling to squat instead. Of course, that is your choice. Awesome, looking good, guys. Keep breathing. We're coming to our halfway point of about 1.5 minutes. In your remaining time here, once you finish both of those, we have our burpees. Great job, guys. Sorry, just kicking the maniac out, you know. Coming down to our final minute. So if you finished all your tall to kneeling, working through max burpees. We will have a 2-minute rest after this, so feel free to push a little bit. Test those boundaries, try and get in as many as you can. $45 seconds. We have chest to deck or strict push-up, whichever you prefer. Let's keep it going. 30 seconds, nice job. Breathing through. Last reps before we take 2 minutes. Final 10. In 3, 2, resting. So we have 2 more rounds of that combo before we're moving on. We're gonna get all 3 of these ones done and then do all 3 of the next. And that's all we have for today. Oh yeah, we're doing perfect time-wise. A little ahead of schedule, I would say even. After completing our first set, if anything didn't feel great, you need any mods, please just message me in the chat. I will do my best to get back to you. Perfect. I'm kind of wondering with all the restrictions and whatnot, if they're still going to do like New Year's Eve fireworks or anything like that. Just because even, when was it? Like Canada Day, they had tried to like, I don't know, not do the fireworks, so they changed the day of the fireworks to try and minimize people going out to watch them and that sort of thing. I wonder if they're going to do the same. We have about 30 seconds before we're hopping back in. Will be those 16 sprawls, or kind of that less intense burpee, paired with the 16 prisoner tall to kneeling. If you found that the prisoners weren't very intense for you, the tall to kneeling, feel free to add a dumbbell in a goblet position if you would like. Otherwise, we'll keep on keeping on. In about 10 seconds, we're going to get started. In 3, 2, and go. There's no jump. Don't jump. It's more work than you have to do. That's my bad. Sometimes muscle memory just takes over, you know? Good job, everybody. Keep it up. 16 there. Then we're working through tall to kneeling. Like I mentioned, try and press and drive through each side in an alternating fashion. And when you're coming to stand, I want you to make sure that your knee Is pressing and driving in line with the toe? If the mobility isn't quite there, please let me know so we can work through it. Awesome, looking strong, guys. We're moving fast today. Good work, everybody. Coming to our halfway point. Once you've finished all of these, into our burpees. Awesome, guys. Looking good. Keep it up. Coming down to our last minute. On the burpees, feel free to do whatever variation works for you. So if you're not jumping because you think Stuart's a smart man, and why jump? Or if you're doing a less intense version similar to the sprawls, totally fine. We have 25 seconds remaining here before we're going to take that 2-minute rest. Great job, everyone. Keep it up. We still got time on the clock. Let's go. Ten more seconds. Try and get in at least 3 burpees. In 3, 2, and resting. Nice 2-minute break here. Grab yourself a drink. Oh my, someone wants to talk to me. I'm just kidding. I know I'm a weirdo. 3 burpees in 10 seconds, not a slave driver. Just know your capacity. You can do it, Brian. You do have to be hustling though, if you are to do it. We thankfully only have 1 more round of this circuit that encompasses the burpees, then we're going to move on. So we're almost there, you guys. Still have lots of time on the clock. In about 40 seconds. Still have time. In 20 seconds, we will be back to our sprawls for 16. Still hanging out, we're almost there. All right, getting ready, 5 seconds. In 3, 2, go. Looking good, guys. Keep it up. Last side. Here we go. And we're on to our prisoner, tall to kneeling. Just breathe in, working through. Doing great, guys. Nice job. Stay nice and tall in our prisoner. Oh, don't lose your balance. Still have about 1:20 on the clock, hopping into those burpees. This will be a final push on these, then we're done with them. Doing great, guys. 40 seconds. Keep it up. Doing great, guys. Keep breathing. Almost there. Final reps, 15 seconds. Keep it up. You got it. In 3, 2, resting. All right, guys. So 2 minutes there. Take a quick peek at the screen. If you do not remember, we have 12 candlestick roll-ups, 18 tuck jumps, max sit-ups in remaining time. So mods there. If you can't do the majority of the movements, I did create a little bit more of a core-based circuit. So it will be 12 per side of a renegade row. I'll show that one real quick. My God. Renegade row, 12 per side. And then you're gonna hop onto your back. We have 18, sorry, this cat, my God, it's like a child. 18 V-snaps or tuck-ups, depending on where you're at, and then you'll still continue with the sit-ups if you're not doing any of that jumping stuff. Alrighty. We still have a bit of time remaining in this rest, and then we're gonna get started. If you need any refreshers, you let me know. In about 20 seconds, we're starting with those candlestick roll-ups. If those don't feel very good for you, like I said, try doing the renegade rows instead, still 12, but per side. In 10 seconds. Getting ready in 3, 2, and go. So most intense position does not use the hands. If you need the hands for help up, feel free to use them. You can also use the hands to kind of cushion that landing as you come down and back. I feel like I probably don't need a massage after this since the floor is not as soft as I would like. Just 12. Then we have 18 tuck jumps. Good, nice guys, looking strong. see who's working on some tuck jumps. Oh yeah, here we go. 18, try and get them all done. Then after that, we are coming down to the floor. Max rep sit-ups in remaining time. A little bit of core and cardio today. Doing great, guys. We're going to have quite a bit of time at the end here. Just try and find a nice steady pace on those sit-ups so you're working the whole time. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, feel free to add a dumbbell at your chest. Or conversely, if you don't have any weights and you still want to make it more challenging, you can add a 3-second eccentric. So nice and slow on the way down. Into our final minute of work before we take a 2-minute rest. Try to strictly use those abs, hips, and ribs tucking together. Minimize activation through the hip flexor there. They're going to work a bit, but that shouldn't be where you're feeling it primarily. 30 seconds. Steady pace, keep going. Just over 10. Last 3, 2, and rest. So we have 2 more rounds of that combo, and then we're totally done for the day, guys. I feel like we're in the home stretch. Just breathe in. I have to admit, I really do like the sit-ups. I'm crazy. I have the banana peel just on the counter and he keeps circling it like it's going to attack him or something. What is that? Was it bananas or like zucchini or something that there was like a viral video where he would like show your cat a zucchini and it would freak out. I'm sure you guys saw that. I spend a healthy amount of time on my phone, FYI. So about 45 seconds for rest. I hope you didn't hear that. That was my neck. I'm fine. It's good. I realized that the microphone is right there, so hopefully that did not project. In 15 seconds, we'll be back to the 12 candlestick roll-ups. Remember, hands for help if you need. If you really don't like those, 12 per side renegade row. In 3, 2, and go. My hips are coming up and off the ground on the roll back. $12 total. And then we're working through our 18 tuck jumps. Remember, if those aren't working for you, we have 18 V-snaps or tuck ups. There is a difference, but it's just slight. So we're going to use them interchangeably for the time being. Try and push through all of those tuck jumps at once. Get them done. Nice, fast, explosive. Knees are driving up toward the chest. We have about half of our time remaining. So do a sit-ups. Looking good, everybody. Keep going. Like I said, find a consistent pace. Coming down to our last 45 seconds. Good work, staying strong. Feel free to add any of those mods that I suggested earlier, whether it's tempo, dumbbell, anything like that. We're coming down to our last 15 seconds. Then we'll take one final 2-minute rest. And it looks like you guys are going to be out of here 5 minutes early today. Not a bad trade-off. It is kind of a holiday. In 3, 2, and resting. 2 minutes here. Ooh, abs are getting tight. Lots of core. Lots of time remaining. Still 60 seconds. Then we'll push through our last set. Oh my God, are some of you pushing through your last set already? What? Good for you. I'll say I'm impressed. If you do not want to take this much rest, conversely, and you would like to get started, please feel free. That is definitely an option. I am feeling like it's quite a bit of rest on this last set, but we will do as prescribed. In about 20 seconds, if you haven't already started, we will get started. 12 candlesticks, 18 tuck jumps, and sit-ups for your remaining 3 minutes. In 5 seconds, 3, 2, and go. I'm going to be honest, because your guys' screens are off, I'm wondering how many of you are humoring me and how many of you are already working. That'll happen. Nice, crushing it, guys. Keep it up. Awesome, good work on those tuck jumps. I know they're tough to work through. Just try and breathe, get them done fast. If you need to stop midway through, totally fine. Good job, keep breathing. Final bit of work for today. We're coming down to our halfway point, almost there. Good work, everybody. Minute and a half, 90 seconds. I'm sure most of you are getting into those sit-ups. Doing great, guys. Keep pushing through. Coming down to our last 60 seconds. Max rep sit-ups. Add any variation you like. Try and get as much burn as you can here. Final sets. Looking strong. Keep it up. Just over 20 seconds. Last 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and rest. All right, guys, you are totally done for today. Thank you so much for hopping on, you guys. Happy New Year's Eve. I hope you have a great day. I think tomorrow's technically a holiday, so enjoy that. But yeah, thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks, Brian. I will. I'll try and take some photos for you. Live vicariously. Thanks, John. Bye, Tim. Have a good day, you guys.